Today is September 11th. Really important day for me because it's literally the reason why I joined the military and why I do what I do. So we're gonna get out there. We're gonna find some kind of relic, hell or high water. I did some scouting the other day in the woods. For you guys that don't know, Milford, Pennsylvania was established 1733, with some of these outskirts being developed a little bit later on. I'm using a map. It's labeled 1872, I believe, and it's got all kinds of really great info on there. And there's a couple houses that were up along the street. Actually, if you can see behind me over here, there's a house there. That's the original house. Had an addition put on the back side of it, so I might ask her. She's a real nice lady. She'll probably let me detect there, but you never know. She might say no, but I'm gonna try. But I was out scouting the woods yesterday where some of these other houses were, and I found a really nice little bottle dump area. Thank you, truck. So we're gonna go over there. I'm gonna try to do some bottle digging. I found one whole bottle yesterday just on the surface, and I also found a lantern top, like the top piece, which got the little knob on the side and the part for the wick. It goes through. It's perfect. You guys will see that later on when I go over my finds. But today, hell or high water, I'm leaving with something. Stay tuned. And I got my first target here. It looks like some kind of badge of some kind. I'm gonna clean it up. I wasn't rolling because I'm an idiot most of the time. But let's see what we could clean up off of this. Let's see, get some detail out of here. And no way. This is local history here, and I think it's appropriate because as you know, today is 9/11, and we lost a lot of cops and firemen to the terrorist attack when the towers fell. And what do we have here? Deputy Sheriff, Pike County, Pennsylvania, on this badge. Tell me that's not the perfect relic to find on today. That is just you really can't ask for something better than this, especially today's 9/11, man, and that date holds a lot of meaning to me, and that's the reason I joined the military. And to find a sheriff's badge out here, an older sheriff's badge at that, it's got a lot of meaning behind it, and I'm really happy I found this. I could find nothing for the rest of the day, and this does it for me. Alright guys, we're gonna push on from here. Check out that old flashlight. It's kind of stuck in the ground. It's had this end sticking out and that end. It's pretty neat. Switch there on the side. Alright, boarding on with. Alright guys, still working around here. We got ourselves a spoon, so we got that going for us. Notice a lot of targets out here. They're real shallow. It's mostly because most of the ground here is almost solid rock, so nothing really sinks deep. Much like the badge we found earlier, the flashlight, and this spoon. It's just barely below the surface, so it really works out in our favor as far as digging things up. Looks like it might have been silver plated. It's got some light spots on there. Nothing crazy, but it's a relic. It's something. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Alright guys, we're down in the cellar hole, and I decided to kind of dig through it and see if I couldn't find anything. I already found a nice big Heinz jar real deep here, and I'm finding that the deeper I go, the better intact the bottles are. I'm finding a lot of broken stuff here on the top, but that Heinz was a good sign, and I have one down in here. It's a looks like it might be a big one, and it looks like it might actually be whole, but I'm finding a lot of broken ones with it, so it might be broken, but who knows. Get through here. Find out. Shout out to the arc. Right through my glove. Right clean through it. Damn. That's a bleeder. Damn, that hurt. I felt that one. Dang. Let's get something. Yep, be careful. Damn. Lucky for me, my spray that I use is actually hydrogen peroxide. So that'll clean up nicely. Man, I did not want to get cut out here. I'm gonna still press on. Never let anything like this stop me before. Why start now? Just wish I had something to cover my finger with, and I'm not near my contingency kit because my kit has a first aid kit in it. I'm not doing much good out there. So I'm gonna try to just get the bleeding to stop and then press. My other hand. Still got the juice in it. Yeah. Cutting my finger for it? Not worth it, but pour some of that out. Damn, that hurt. 15.5 fluid ounces. Thymolene. Pretty nifty. It's an older bottle. Set the other side. Press on here. We're digging with one arm. Call me one arm Larry. Hey guys. I forget how you cut your finger. You know what? Digging through a hole. Broken glass. And, broke it. No big deal. Oh, look at that. That's some fancy. Hoping one of these will have coins in it. That'd be kind of cool. Nice, cool design on there. Bonfire. Set this one aside over here with the rest of the goodness. Damn, this finger hurts, and I want to keep digging. Wish I had both hands. Oh. And I'm thinking this. I've definitely burnt the ground. There's a lot of holes in here. And I found a piece of glass earlier that was misformed. A nice collection of mason jar lids going on over here. I would like to find a blue mason jar. You can see a section one right here. That is just, it's really beautiful. Ha! A little bit of pressure, a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, and a mildly dirty towel. Will stop the bleeding. Alright, so I'm going to put these back on. A little bit of protection is better than none at all. But these are leather gloves, and look at that, sliced right through like it was butter. Alright, so we got a decent signal here. It's loud. It's bouncing 74, 75. at 0 inches. We'll see what we got. Well, that was easy. Looks like a little buckle. It's stamped. Oh, crap. It's got a nice little floral pattern on there, little stones. I'm not sure what this would have buckled onto, but it's still a nice little piece. And it looks like it might be silver washed as well. Possibly, you can see right there. That'll clean up nice. It'll be a nice piece. Alright, that concludes another episode of Warthog Metal Detecting. We're just going to go ahead and breeze over our finds real quick. We'll start with the glass. So, I got them arranged in age order here, from the oldest to the newest. Oldest we found was just a late 1800s, early 1900s medical bottle. And we got, alcohol. We got, this one's pickle jar. It's a Heinz pickle jar. I'm not 100% sure on this one. I'm going to go ahead and guess by the design. Kind of fits in that Art Deco time period. And we got, 50s and 60s here with the classic Coke bottle. But I really enjoyed digging up these bottles, even though cutting my finger open wasn't exactly in the plan. But let's move on to our metal finds that we found using the V3i. First off, we have this awesome Deputy Sheriff's badge from Pike County, Pennsylvania. When I was doing some research on this, I couldn't find the exact badge, but I've seen similar badges dated in the late 1800s and the early 1900s. So you can kind of see a theme going here. The woman's sash buckle, that was dated by my friend Dave Wise. He was thinking late 1800s to early 1900s as well. We found this lantern top while we were out kind of scouting, looking for bottles. And we ended up finding 2 spoons. One's a little bit later than the other. You could tell obviously by the designs and the shape of the spoons. We also managed to find a wheat penny while we were out there as well. Something I'm trying to do with this video and future videos is kind of show you that no matter how much research you do, you can go out there with a map, all the history you want, you can go out there with eyewitnesses, the whole 9. It doesn't always mean you're going to find a treasure trove. I know a lot of videos out there, they just always great finds, great finds, great finds, and it kind of gives you the false notion that you could just grab whatever detector that guy was using and find tons of great stuff, when in reality you dig a lot more trash than you do treasure sometimes. And that's the reality of it. I spent 5 days up in the Poconos digging, and this is what I have to show for it. It's not always going to be perfect, it's not always going to be great. And I really wanted to portray that in this video, and I'm going to kind of keep that rhythm going with future videos. I'm not going to kind of sugarcoat it and just wait until I have enough good fine footage and piece together a video with that. I'm just going to kind of put out there really raw, much like my bio says, completely organic digging videos. So I hope this is just a really good lesson for everybody, and no matter how experienced you are and how much research you do, it's not always going to be pretty. But this has been another episode of Warthog Metal Detecting, and I'll see you out there. One more thing. Current total.